This conference will now be recorded.
Right, we calculate the score, lead score for now. Okay, so this for the lead object. We discussed the scenario, right? Calculating the lead score, where it is. Yeah, here. Calculate the lead score. Right, we check the phone number, email, first name, right, and annual revenue. Okay, it's a currency field that works for number. Is blank is work for number and text. So currency field you go with greater than 0. Got me? Right? So what object you are looking for? Which object we are talking about? Lead score. Lead object. So where I can add the formula field for lead object? Where I can find the lead object? Customize lead. Where I have to go? Field. So which section here? Am I right? So what field I have to create? Formula. People able to follow this? Lead score. So what is the type? What is the type? Number. It's not going to have any decimal, right? So 0. Next. So how we are going to build the formula, right? You are going to check phone number. So if logical test is blank, lead fields, phone. If it is blank, then going to return 0, else 10. Then sum up. Am I right? Next, another if condition. We will follow this. Is blank, email 0, 10 plus insert. I'm going to include for a name also, first name also. Yeah, first name. Okay, so if the first name is blank, right? So is blank, zero, 10. Okay, and if, right now, if annual revenue is greater than, is given, value is given, okay, then I'm going to return a more score for value is given, else zero. It's clear? So this is my lead score calculation. Okay, next. Save. So I can check in any of the lead record. So lead score is 20 now. The phone is given, name has been given. I try to give some annual revenue. What should be the lead score now? 40, right? Annual revenue for given is 20. Okay, so if you give the email ID, It should be 50. Am I right? So if I see the leads, then I will come to know whether lead is a high priority lead or low priority lead. Okay, people has given more information about them. It means they are more interested towards the product, right? So by seeing the lead score, I can get those leads as a priority and I call them. I follow up with them. That's the purpose. Got me? Lead score. But every time I open the record and see it, right? How to see? By seeing the lead records, I can include a field here, lead score field here. Okay, by including a field here, I can sort the field and see who is having a high lead score. Then I can display the phone number here. I can call them or I can email them, whatever. Okay, so what is this feature is called? List view. So existing list view, right? List view is nothing but a set of records from the table based on filter condition. Anytime I can go and refer. I need not run a query or right. I do not need to run any query to see the information. I can create the list view here, and any of the list view I select, I can see that value at the bottom. Okay, so here I need to bring my field lead score and the phone number. So existing lead, existing list view, I can edit. Okay, there are some different section here. Filter criteria. Okay, based on a field and what field needs to be displayed. So what I need to display? Lead score. Yeah, and phone number. Save. So I see the lead score. I sort it. I can see the who is high priority lead. Got me? So this is how the lead score is helpful to you. And this is a formula field we calculated. Got me? It's clear? Okay. So next one. Now by seeing the sometimes the numbers will not you'll not able to capture the information. You're not able to get the attention by seeing the number, but you'll be get more attention if it's going to be image. For example, I would like to show it in the form of a symbol like a 5-star for for all the information is given. I'm going to display only 3-star here, okay, in the form of image. So only less information is given. I'm going to give only 1-star if only phone number is given. Okay, instead of showing the number, I would like to display it in the form of image. Right? So how the image is calculated? I mean, how the images can be displayed? There is a formula called image. There is a formula called image. So I'm going to create a field for lead. From here I can go. From here I can go. Anyone has any question? I can go here. New formula. I make it as a priority. Any image you are going to return, any image you are going to display, the type is going to be a text type only. Any image you are going to display in your formula field, the type is going to be a text type. Okay, so here we're going to discuss about image. So what is the image? Formula is recurring in the as an argument. You are going to give the URL of the image as a first argument. Okay, and if image is not resolved properly, then the text in the second argument will display. If the URL is not resolved properly, sometimes the URL that you give here is not working, then the second argument will display. So that's what is called as alternate text. Okay, The return type of the formula is going to be a text only, because either a URL will display or alternate text will display, and it is given as a square bracket, which means what? Optional. If you like to set the image size, then you can go with the height and width you can set. Okay, right, this is how you're going to set the image. The image URL you can take from external URL, or else Salesforce has provided some library, a library of images. You can use that image also, or else you can use any external image also. Okay, Salesforce image library. Um, you can find it in the help.salesforce.com. Remember, any URL I can give here, but we are going for a Salesforce provided URL now, right? So yeah, listen here. I just go here, instead of next to my instance name, this is an instance name, right? Next to the instance name, I give the Salesforce image URL, which has a library folder image, again another folder samples, then file name. Okay, so among the 5 stars, 1 star is highlighted, right? If you change the file name to 200, the 2 star is highlighted. These are predefined file names. Okay, they given. How the library can be accessible? Within your org, you just replace, next to your instance name, you give the image library, that will be automatically replaced. Okay, so how we are going to give here, how we are going to use here. So my requirement is, if a lead score is 50, then return this. My lead score is 50, return this. My lead score is 40, then return 400. Everyone is good with this? If lead score is 30, it's going to return this. Okay, like that it go. Okay, so what I can use to build this? Which formula I can use? The image I can use to return the image. But to compare this, I can go with the if or case. Case also I can use, right? Case function I can use. Case. Your expression is going to be a lead score double underscore C. If the lead score is 50, then we are going to return image. So I'm going to use image here. Got me? And if lead score is going to be 40, again I'm going to use image here. So like that it's going to continue. Got me? If the lead score is 50, and what is the URL you're going to give here? We're going to give this URL. Everyone is follow this, right? That's it. Okay. So alternate text, if you need, you can give it, or else you can replace the entire things in replay like this. Similarly, I believe you have to give this with a single quotes. Similarly, for this one, what is a file? 400, 30, 100, and nothing has been okay. Yeah, right. So for anything else, we are going to return alternate text. We're going to return alternate text. Okay, image not found. Case 50. Okay, no star has been highlighted. There is another image, nothing will be highlighted, called 0. Got me? Stars underscore 000. Right. So and none of the image is working. Okay, so entire thing is going to be inside the image. Image. Okay, I think we given incorrectly. If right, see the image function, we are going to use image URL and alternate text. If the URL is not working, then alternate text. Okay, so the URL part we are going to replace here. Okay, it's not image, the URL we are going to return. Am I right? Yeah. Fine. So entire thing you are going to replace your URL, and none of the image is resolved properly. Then you are going to give, yeah, some text, whatever saying, like some text. Image URL comma alternate text. The URL part we replace with the case function. Okay, the alternate text is just a text, right? So entire formula is going to be stored in a custom formula field called lead priority. What is the type you have chosen? Text. Okay, so this is the one you are going to build now. So we'll see. Okay, I am in the lead priority formula field under lead object. So the first function we are going to insert is image. Okay, so this is optional. I remove this. What is alternate text? Image not found. Am I right? Image not found. Right. So this is my function, and instead of URL, we are going to use case. Am I right? So case is going to have an expression value like this. Okay, so like this. Right, now the expression is going to be lead score. If the value is 50, then what is the URL, right? Within single quotes, the whole URL. You will got this, right? So this part you can remove this part. The instance name you can remove this. Why? We are in the location already. When you migrate this formula field to another production region or anywhere, the production region instance will be different. Okay, it will not be AP15. It may be different, right? That will not work. So you should not hard code the instance name. We are in the same location, so that can be removed. So from the slash next to the instance name, we can give the URL. All right, 30. Right. If no other values, then else part. Else part part of your case. Yes, this comma is for the image. Okay. Right. Right. We'll check the syntax. We'll come to know. So no syntax error, then proceed. Right. Add to the page layouts. So verify this. I go to any lead record and see. Right. 5 stars. If you go to any other record, Ethna product. Right. 3 stars. I modify some value. It is 5 star, right? So how to add this as one of the field in your list view? Edit the list view. Bring the lead priority as one of the field. We'll come to know which is a. You can also still you can right. Still you can sort the record based on lead priority also. Okay, so this is your use of your image function, and we also have a date function to get the current date today, to get the current date and time. Okay, and any particular day you like to pass, this is how you will build the date. 2018, right? Any date, current date you are going to build. You're going to build year, month, comma date. If I need a day of the particular date in terms of number, right? The day, particular day. If you do this, what are you going to get today? 22. Got me? From this date, I need only the date part. Then pass that as an argument here. Basically, the day is going to accept the date type of argument. Either you pass today, you get the current date. If you pass an instance of the date, instance means another, right? It's again another date. That's all. You pass another date in this format, you get the number. I need only the month, then month function. So whatever function I'm talking about, it's all part of your formula. So what is the return type of the image? What is the return type of the image? Text. Okay, remember this, text. So these are the date function, right? You get an hour from the time expression. You can get a minute from the time parameter. Month, you pass the date here, and it's going to return the month in terms of number. If it is January, so what is the current month? It's going to return 11. Okay. and you can get the year of whatever the date you are passing here. The year of whatever the date you are passing here. Year. Here you get the month. You're going to get here 11. Will you follow this? What are you going to get here? What are you going to get? 11. And date value, it will convert a timestamp into date. Okay. Suppose I have a so suppose this in the date time format. Okay. I have end date as a date format. Will follow this? I have two date field. One is in date time format. People know this, right? We have a data type called date time also. We have a field type date time. We have field date also. I need to compare subtract these two value. I need a difference between these two value. Start date subtract. You cannot do like this, right? Why? Because the two are not in same format. One is in date time, another is in date. So here what I can do, date value, which one I can pass inside? Start date. So where we are using the date value function, it converts the date time to date. It converts now to today. Got me? Today function is going to return only the date part, right? The now is going to return date and time. What is the current date and what is the current time? Okay, sometimes you get this type of uh, calculation, then convert one type to another type, right? How to do this, this part? This requirements for a standard object account. Okay, I need a formula field called number of days. Okay, I would like to display since when the account was last modified. Since the account was last modified, I need to display in terms of number, right? Account is what actually in the Salesforce? Customer. So if you modify any customer details, I would like to see it in the record itself. If 5 days before the record was modified, or the customer is not modified at all, it takes more than 3 months, 4 months, there is no activity in the customer record. No one is working on that customer record. Got me? If a customer, if the record shows like a day before the record is modified, it means someone is working on that particular customer currently, right? So how to display that? How to calculate that? Right? Here is a tip for you, right? There is a standard field called last modified date. So how will you display the when the record is how many days since the record is modified? Now, right? Now subtract. Yeah, both ways, right? Here just to show the example, the date value, right? We used to convert this into date and but you can use now also. Now minus last modified date, it will directly give the difference between the two date and time. In number only, it's going to give. We'll follow this. So where I can create that field, account, new formula, number, which is going to be here first. last modified subtract is this right? Now sorry, last modified. Say it's modified 11 17, right? Day since modified 3 days. If someone is working on this record, then it's going to return 0, right? 0. Okay, it means currently it's modified. Okay, so this kind of formula you can build, right? And what are the other things, simple things you can do it in formula? This is my contact record. Okay, this is my contact record, and I have a parent as account. We have discussed about this, right? Account is at the top, your contact below your account. Okay, so here I only see the contact fields. Whatever fields as part of the contact object, I'm seeing here. Okay, you can relate the account with some contact with some account also. Now this contact belongs to this account. Got me? See, when I create an account in my platform, I can create the account individually, or else I can choose by going with this lookup mirror symbol. It's a lookup mirror symbol to select the parent value from the table, a parent record. Suppose I'm going to create a contact for a customer called SBI. Okay, I create. So I'm just seeing only the name of the customer. Name of the customer, I mean company name. But I couldn't see whether the company belongs to which industry. The SBI belongs to maybe banking, right? And what is their annual revenue? So these details I would like to see. Where I would like to see? Here itself. In my contact record itself, I would like to see the parent object details. Okay, how we are going to do this? We are going to create a formula here. Formula field in my which object? Contact object. So referring the parent field. Okay, so my current object is what? Current object means on which object you are going to build your formula. Okay, it's going to be contact, and there I'm going to create a custom formula field, say annual revenue, of account. Some label I given. Okay, it's a lengthy name. I just go with annual revenue, for example. Okay, so where is annual revenue is there? Annual revenue is in account object, not in the contact object. Got me? So from here we are going to refer the contact dot annual revenue. We are going to refer the parent object field from the child object, right? So when you are referring the parent field, how we are referring? Parent object dot field name. When you are referring the parent object field, it's called cross object formula. When you are referring any related object field, the object which is in relationship with the current object, then that formula is called a cross object formula. Whatever example you have seen, we are referring the field from the current object directly. Suppose you are referring any field from parent object, right? Then it's called a cross object formula. So simply you can build this formula. This will be resolved with the parent value automatically. Where I need to create the field here? Where I need to create the field? Contact, formula, annual revenue. What is the type? Currency. Okay, now you tell me which one I have to go? Which is the parent you are talking about? Account. See, you see here, there is a ankle close bracket. It means these are all current object field. These are direct field of the contact object. If you are going to refer the parent object field, then you will see there is a arrow symbol. It means I'll get one more box here. Got me? I'll get one more box here. So which field you are looking for? Annual revenue instead. That's it. Okay, that much simple. That's it. You just choose the object and field on the parent object. Okay, so this is the simplest example of what type of formula? Cross object formula. Okay, when you say cross object formula, the formula is built a parent object field. The formula contains the parent object. Parent object field is called a cross object formula. Right? I go to the contact, refresh, we get the annual revenue, which is locked. Similarly, I would like to display the company number of employees. So whatever field you like to refer from parent object, you can build here. And it's clear to all of you. Okay. Okay, so since modified a priority number of employees, okay, so now we'll see any other example I can cover now. Right, we'll quickly review the exercise document, anything I can refer now, right? So then we already reviewed. We already seen this, right? Okay, status, right? Just hold on. Let me pull the exercise document for you. So that you'll get some exercise for weekend practice. Okay, so Monday we'll have some a test for the topics covered so far. Okay. The documents are being updated. Okay, it's not old document. Whenever it's required, we'll update the document. Right. So this exercise for your project object. You created project object in my previous exercise document. We created project document, object, right? So we need to calculate the project age. It means calculate the number of days since the project has been started. How to do this? There will be a start date in the project. There is a start date, right? So subtracting the current date with the start date. That's all, right? And show the image based on the pick list field. Based on the pick list field, status equal to open, and substatus there is a field called in progress. Okay. I'll give an example in the training object. You just try to replicate in your the other one, right? So what you're looking for, my requirement is when the status is pending, I would like to display a message here. Message saying like the course is not started, the course status is pending. I would like to display in the form of string. Okay, sometimes by seeing the status things, people don't understand. I would like to display in the form of text. The course not started, course is pending, course is under approval. Some text I would like to display. Based on what option? Based on a pick list field. Okay. So I'm going to create one field now, formula field. We are talking about formula. Okay, we are talking about formula. So we're going to build a formula now. Say some message, right? Text. Okay, now I'm going to use if condition. If status equal, say pending, course is not started, else I say started. Okay, just a quick example, right? So I check the syntax. So what it shows actually, it's a pick list field. Okay, any pick list field you are using, you cannot compare like your text field. Only the text field or number field, you can no just give the field name on the left side and what needs to be compared on the right side. If in the case of pick list, every option contains a space and a carriage return character, right? When you give the options for the pick list, how many maximum character you can have in one option? 255, which includes space and a return character. So that cannot be considered as an option. That's not a text field actually. Okay, so either we need to convert the option into text type by using with the text function, text, like this. I can do like this. So I go to any record, it says course is not it's pending. Okay, so that way you can do it. The other way, the best approach is I modify the record. I'll show you how to do that. What is the other option? We have a function called isPick val. We have a function called isPick val. So what is the use of that function? to check if pick list option is equal to some value. So this function is specifically given for a pick list field. So any pick list field, and what is the value you are going to compare. In our case, status underscore c, sorry, is pick val field, and what you are going to compare? Pending, like this. Okay, so you need not convert the option to a text format. Got me? If you do this, what will happen? First, this option will be converted to text, then comparing the value. But here you can directly compare the option with this, whatever option you are looking for. Okay, so this field is specifically given for a pick list type of comparison. Any pick list field you are going to compare, use isPickVal. Got me? And anything you like to convert to text type, you can pass date here, convert into text. You pass number here, convert into text. Got me? Any conversion you can go for text. The direct any pick list field you are going to use, you are going to use a isPickVal function. Is going to return true. What is the purpose of this function? It returns true if equal to literal. That's all right. So we are going to use this here. isPickVal. What is the field? Status. Pending. Got me? It's going to be same. If any other value, it's going to be starter or something. We'll follow this. So isPickVal function, you know what is the purpose of isPickVal function. Okay, so the rest of the exercise, I hope you can do it. Okay, so is mobile allowed? So just a text type. Okay, and what else? Some other questions. Maybe by Monday, I'll revise these questions. Got me? On Monday, we'll have a test, multiple choice question and some written type of test. Just try to come before 10:30. Okay, at least 10:15 or 10 o'clock, be here and start writing the test. Carry on, up again. No class tomorrow.